the console wars. Basically, PlayStation players and Xbox players arguing, Halo Infinite has dumb graphics, and that Bugsnax is the stupidest thing in existence. That is until they saw Craig in Halo Infinite's trailer. Really, Microsoft? That's the best you could do with your multi-million-dollar game. So now we're gonna be thinking with our brains and not with Bugsnax is stupid, meaning PS5 is stupid. So this is an unbiased perspective, first of all. Second of all, if either one loses, like if the PlayStation loses, don't be mad. This was unbiased, and this is not offensive. In no way is this offensive. Plus, it took me a lot of time to research all of this data up. So subscribe, please subscribe. Okay, now we're going to be talking about PS5 and Xbox Series X. We'll first talk about the console specs, which is its performance and graphics. The PlayStation 5 has a 3.5 GHz CPU and the Xbox has 3.8 GHz. Not really that much, but it's not big of a difference. The GPU, PlayStation 5 has 10 teraflops and the Xbox has 12. Not that big of a difference either. And then the RAM is the same. The storage, Xbox One has 1 TB and the PS5 has 825 GB. The resolution is up to 8K, both of them support 8K. The frame rate is up to 120 FPS and both have optical disk drives. Now we're gonna be talking about the controller. Okay, so PS5 has haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, increased battery life, built-in microphone. It also has a grip, which is way better, and its price is $70, which is, you can buy a PS5 game for that much, which is pretty good. And the Xbox Series X has an accessible design, at least that's what it says on official Microsoft blogs and stuff like that. Accessible design is basically so it can fit younger hands. Improved D-pad. They just changed the D-pad to a UFO shape and can connect to almost any device via Bluetooth. And its price is $60. Now, if you see this, the PS5 clearly won this. So it's, first of all, way more immersive. It brings you into the game. You feel like you're literally in the game with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. And it's $70, which is not bad. And then the Xbox has none of those, and it's just $10 less. So you should totally buy a PS5. Design and looks. Okay. We know this. The PS5 looks like a Wi-Fi router. I'm not afraid to admit this. The Xbox Series X, I think you know it's a mini fridge. We know that Microsoft secretly put food in there. I'm just finding where it is. PS5 is way more sleeker than PS4. Xbox Series X, I can't say the same thing. It's larger and it's less sleek. The PS5 is also larger than the previous generation PS4. And now, the Xbox Series X. You know, Microsoft is really good at naming stuff. The Xbox Series X is quite literally a box with an X on it. So for design and looks, I give neither a point. Controller, PS5, the console specs, the Xbox. So it looks tired. Okay, now the exclusives. I hear Xbox Series X players crying. Okay, so the PS5, you have Astro's Playroom, Bugsnax, Deathloop, Demon's Souls, Destruction All-Stars, Ghostwire Tokyo, Godfall, Goodbye, Volcano High, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, Oddworld, Showstorm, Project Athia, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Returnal, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Stray, Demon's Souls. Yeah, that's it. And for the Xbox Series X, you can play all the games on a PC. Why do you need to buy a Series X if you can play every single game that the Series X has to offer on a PC? Why? Accessories. The PS5 has a remote control, wireless headset, charging station and HD camera. Sony could have done better, but I guess we have accessories, and the Series X has not one official dedicated accessories. Then why do you even have like a proper console? Like, you need accessories. That's what that's what makes a proper console, with accessories. Okay, now I'll talk about the subscriptions. Should I just say it from now? The Game Pass is the best. It's the best thing, best subscription, better than like anything PlayStation has to offer. PlayStation Now, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It gives you like PS3 games, and that's it, like a bunch of PS3 games. PS Plus, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It's a pretty good online gaming service. It has more than just online gaming access, like free games, cloud data and storage and stuff like that, blah blah blah. Now the Game Pass, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It's perfect. Nothing to say. It's perfect. It's got like what, 1,000 games on it, and it also has EA access included, which is good because you see, I like playing Star Wars games, and EA makes Star Wars games, and I can't get Star Wars games for free on a PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Live. It's not perfect at all. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. But like, if back in 2010 and stuff, if you were referring to online gaming, you were like, yep, Xbox Live, nothing else. PCs weren't like the definition of online gaming. That was Xbox Live. Now bonus features for like each thing. The PS5 has 3D audio, which is basically if somebody like, if you hear footsteps from behind you, you will feel like, oh, there's something behind me. That's like immersion basically. And the PS5 also has an ultra high SSD speed, so that's nice. The Xbox Series X, it has sound surround. Now, what's the difference between 3D audio and sound surround? 3D audio is cheaper. Sound surround needs like 50 speakers to do it, and it's expensive. And the PS4 has some titles that support sound surround. So why do you need to buy an Xbox Series X? Okay, now the Xbox Series X has backwards compatibility with every single Xbox game in existence. This might be a big thing for many people because you don't want to let go of your old games. You want to play like Halo 3 and stuff on your Xbox Series X. So you can play this. This is pretty good. So I'll give you the overall winner now. For graphics and performance, the Series X. For the controller, the PlayStation 5. Design, neither. Sony and Microsoft really were like 3 a.m. and were like, yep, this is a good design. Exclusives, PS5. Accessories, both exclusive and accessories, PS5 won by default because the Series X had none of them. Subscription, the Series X. And in bonus features, the only reason Series X lost is because of sound surround. And therefore the overall winner would be PlayStation 5, and in second place Series X. And that's it. That's basically, you should totally buy a PlayStation 5. But if you do have like some things, you like online gaming, you should totally take a Xbox Series X. Or if you just want to play your old Xbox game and you're returning back to gaming, like if you had an original Xbox and you want to play those games, you can get an Xbox Series X. That's the only two reasons I can think of buying a Series X. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty trash.